Well, first I want to share my sense of loss, but sense of appreciation for having Russell in my life. He was as good as they get, as true as they come, and was a mentor to me, as I know everybody has said, but more than a mentor. You know, as we go through life, we are very fortunate to have people in our lives that come, stay with us, and possibly leave. And I've had several great instances of that. One reminder I have of how permanent that can be is my twin brother standing just off to my right here, my twin brother Frank. Been with me since the start, and we're still making laps around this globe, and looking forward to doing that as well. You know, you could call him a soulmate, because soulmates can come in very many different flavors, very many different types. He's about as good a soulmate as you're going to find. But I'd be in big trouble if I didn't mention my second soulmate in my life, and that would be my wife of 53 years, who I've known for 55 years. She shares the Porsche passion as well. In fact, we got engaged in my first Porsche, a 67 red 912, that got us started down the road. Russell joined us along the way on the Porsche path, and he was with us in many, many fun celebratory events, not only in that car, up to the current present, which I'm on my 28th Porsche. Russell had a lot to do with that too. So 2 soulmates already. My lifelong soulmate forever, Frank, my partner for 50-some years, and my spouse, my wife, my only wife. And that would often be fortunate enough for almost anybody. But to have Russell as what I call my third soulmate in my life is special. Russell is a cheerleader. He is a coach. He is a mentor. He is a great guy. He's an enthusiast. He loves people. But more than anything, he's a friend. And a friend that you know you can count on. He's a friend to anybody and everybody. He was my friend, my counselor, my advisor. We went back and forth over many years, many trips, many fun events. In fact, I have one thing I'm going to share as we finish up. You know, Russell was a fan of license plates, and I am too, vanity plates. But Russell, being the smooth operator that he was, that was his name often, was the kind of cool guy that often I am not. I've sort of been accused of being a type A, always on kind of a guy. He says, you know, Steve, you're running at 10 tenths all the time. And if you know what 10 tenths is, that's sort of a racing term. 10 tenths is flat out on the track, going, don't lift, no nothing. He said, Steve, you need a 10 tenths license plate. So I got that for a 2007 911 Porsche and put that on there, and I've used this ever since on the cars that I've had. Thank you, Russell. Thank you for being a part of my life.
I'm very honored to have known Russell. Met Russell on a fluke on a car rally where I was invited, so I wasn't even into cars. And we were on this rooftop that was freezing, and we were going to have dinner, and all I could think was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like a 2-hour dinner, and I'm going to freeze to death if I don't get near a heater. So I walk up to this crowd of deeply bonded, wonderful leaders in the community, and by sheer need to survive, I asked to sit next to them near the heater, and it happened to be between Penny and Russell. And from then on, it was just, they just took me under their wings. They just loved my boldness. Little did they know, it was just I was trying to survive. And they just were true to their word. They had me and my children over, and Russell mentored me as I'm trying to figure out where I fit in this life. And I think that that's the case for everyone that's met him. Like we have questions about ourselves and about where we belong in this world, and he just really knew how to ask questions that would help us self-reflect. And we would share some books. He would give me some books to read, and then come back together and go over them and just talk about them. And you know, I find in life, I didn't really have a father growing up. So when you have men who are father figures, who are willing to listen to you and ask for nothing in return, that settles in your soul and leaves an indelible mark for the rest of your life. And they share their goodness so that then you can find some worth and then share that with others, and it creates this beautiful ripple effect. Russell is the best of humanity, and I'm so sad I didn't get to hug him one more time, but I'm so grateful to have known him and to know Penny, and all the hugs I would have given him, I'm just going to give to her. So watch out, Penny. And I'm just so grateful to be able to share that friendship and that love with all the people that he also touched. Hi, Fleury family. Just wanted to share some love and words of comfort during this time, as we are both missing Russell, but know he's always with us. And just wanted to say, on behalf of the neighborhood, that we are so honored that you all, Russell, Justin, Penny, Tasha, Brian, and your beautiful daughter, that you all are a part of our chosen family and always will be. And so if you ever need anything, you know where to find us for a glass of wine, stiff drink, or just a good hug. We love you all very much and are thinking of you.
Hey, Fleury's. So many memories, obviously, with our Russell. Going back to hockey games and Hilton Head and New Year's Eve, and literally just party after party after party. But so many memories made, and no matter what, Russell is in our hearts, and we are here for you as our neighborhood family forever. So thank you also for choosing Living with Autism, which is the benefactor of Russell, and that means so much to us because that's our organization, and it just means the world. So anyway, we love you.
All right, where do I begin? I live next door to Russell and Penny for, I can't even count, probably 15 years. And the memories are just way too much to even articulate in a few minutes. But, the number of parties, we hung out at the neighbor's house, and somehow Russell and I, for the most part, ended up talking a lot. We shared work stories, and we would just talk and have these deep, meaningful conversations and ask each other these deep, meaningful questions. And then along comes Penny later on, and she came right into the circle and right into the cul-de-sac in the neighborhood, and fit right in. And then I started having deep and meaningful conversations with Penny as well. But Russell, there's one thing, and I know I've shared this with Penny, that I'll never forget, is his dance move. When good music would come on, Russell, this is the Russell Fleury move. And I'm going to always now do this little move in Russell's memory, because he definitely had that little look and little grin on his face when, the good music came on. He was always the first one on the dance floor, and he'd always dance with any one of us anytime. But, I just feel so blessed and so lucky to live where I live, and miss Russell terribly, but I know he's in a better place. And, Penny and family, we've got you. We're going to continue to live life together, and we have each other, and we love each other, and we're going to create more memories. And one day we'll all get to see Russell again. But I look forward to creating many more memories and celebrating Russell, because an amazing man, and I just feel so lucky to have known him and known you guys as well.
Russell, we miss you dearly. I just remember first time meeting you, talking about education and your history in education since I'm a teacher, and I love those conversations. Learned a lot from you. Loved meeting that one time we met in the Toronto airport, and you were coming back from Europe, we were coming back from Europe, and we hung out in the airport, just us having stories, drinking our scotch and our bourbons. It was just amazing knowing you, and we're so sad. We miss you dearly. We love you.
Russell was basically there my entire life, and he's left a pretty big impact on me, and I think everyone already knows this. We shared a huge passion for cars, but I'm going to back up a little bit from the start. So my earliest memories are just me and Justin hanging out upstairs, making little MagX Connects things, and Russell would come in after work, and he would just be so interested in all these little architectural things that me and Justin would make together. And I was there probably basically every day. I think at one point in time I was eating dinner at their house, and we had just corn and cob every single day. Justin will probably remember that. But he was always there. He was so interested in what I was doing. I think he thought I was going to be an architect at one point. And then as I got older, we just shared this passion for cars. And even like when I was looking for jobs, getting offers from automotive companies, like he would mentor me and help me like decide what I was doing. He would send me articles like probably monthly at least on Facebook, and we would chat about different things going on in the industry. Every time I come home, we would have the parties, and I would like sneak away from our friends, and I'd probably be gone for like an hour. Sheely would probably standing right over here, like would come drag me back because me and Russell would just be going, and we could just go for hours just talking about cars, the things that we're doing. He just like had that mentorship for me like in the automotive industry, and we just shared so much passion there, driving the cars. I'm really gonna miss all those. I don't think I had a car conversation with him over a year now. Being out in California working for Rivian, but really gonna miss him. He had like a huge impact on my life, huge mentor. Even in my latest like switching roles, like he like looked at my offers with me, helped me go through them, like helped me decide like what I should do, like how I should negotiate my offers, and I'll just miss that so much. So I'm just like so sad that he didn't get to see my new car that just came out, and but I know he's watching from above, so very good.
This is really more to be said to Russell. Russell, I want to thank you for mentoring me in the gentle art of drinking bourbon with hot ginger ale. And I just want you to know that I was on the path to alcoholism when you did this for me. Now I'm fully along that trail. And I want you to know I think of you every day. Every time I have a cheap scotch and ginger beer, sorry that I've morphed that a little bit, but I think of you a real lot. A real lot.
And Russell, I just want to tell you that we didn't get to know you very long. You kind of came into our lives maybe 6 months. We saw you at New Year's parties and whatever, but I'm glad that we really got to know you. I wish you were here a little longer to share some really good times with you. We love you, and we certainly miss you.
Hope to see you soon, Russell. Not too soon, but soon.
On the other side.